absolutely gospel music fans. I'm Shelsea, and today I'm here with the Galloway Company. Woo!
Thank
Awesome. I have Andrea and Murray, and then
Yes.
you'll have two more.
Yes, we
Or
have
three more.
Two.
our
Two more.
daughter, both of our daughters, and my sister. They all teach school, so they're
Okay.
the company. That's where the company. When they're out of school, they get to go with us, and they become our company.
Okay,
So that's where the
very
name comes
good.
from.
So do y'all tour without them?
Yes, we're 90% of the time we're by ourselves.
Oh, okay, I love that. So you get to
Yeah.
be together, and then you get to also go on your own,
Yeah.
and like maybe have a little bit of a honeymoon while you're out.
Well, we'll talk about that. They're with us in the background vocals
That's
when they're
good.
not with us. We had our tracks made both ways, with background, without. So their voice is with us wherever, but they
Isn't that
only
cool?
get to go with us when they're out of school for summer and holidays and when we're close.
That's a neat way of thinking about it, because wherever we go, God goes with us,
That's right.
And that's a kind of a cool analogy. Wherever you go, you have your team with you.
Right.
And I love that so much. So tell me a little bit about these new albums that you're doing, these new projects. And I say new because
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
2 years ago
Okay.
at Quartet Convention, it was on the day that Greater Vision had their 30th anniversary service. We met John Darren Rousey at a local restaurant here and talked to him about the possibility of making an album.
So was this a meeting that you had already scheduled?
Well, we had gone to a concert that Bill Bailey and Josh Franks had promoted in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
He was there. I was sitting in the audience, and God just spoke to me. I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
And God just spoke to me. And that's too long a story. That's a book.
So
How
that's a
that we
divine
connected.
appointment.
Yes, a
Yes.
divine
Divine
appointment. And he
connections.
pulled it out of us. And talking to me, he said, "Do you write your own music?" And I hesitated, and he said, "Do you write your own music?" And I said, "Well, I have all these songs in a drawer from over 40 years that no one knows about." He said, "What does your family think of?" And I said, "They don't know."
I didn't even know.
You
Andrea
didn't know
didn't
he was
even
writing?
No.
40
And
years.
I
How many
didn't-
songs is that?
Oh, there were probably 15 of them in that drawer.
Wow.
But I didn't think they were good enough. And so I talked John, of course, John's a prolific writer, and I talked him into listening to them if he would tell me the truth. If they're not good enough, tell me.
Okay.
And boy, that was nerve-wracking letting him listen to my
It
song.
makes you a little bit vulnerable.
Oh,
Right.
very
It's a
much.
piece
Absolutely.
of yourself that
And
you're putting
so
out there.
That turned into this album, by the way.
Okay.
And the first single off of this album, Just Sing, went to number 54 on Singing News
That
chart.
was wonderful.
It's just so out of left field. We didn't see it coming.
That's
But
God.
the day before we went to have the vocals put on this one, Andrea and I went into Huntington, West Virginia, because we wanted tracks made for songs we'd been singing for 35 years and could not sing if my sister wasn't with us to play the piano.
right.
And John heard them and he said, "You have to put the vocals on that. I do not know 8 of those songs. We've been singing them forever." And that turned into this album that we called Through the Years. Has pictures of us as we were dating and through the years, our kids, all of that. And then just last week, the radio promoter who releases singles to radio called and said, "I've decided that I want to release one of the songs from this album." So it came out last
In a
Thursday.
matter of 2 years.
Yes.
2 albums.
Yes.
2 releases.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And we're talking to John this week, in fact, about our third album. It will be all songs that I've written, because since John doesn't realize, I don't think, how God used him to unlock something that
Yes.
I didn't think I was good enough to do. And I just write all the time now.
Oh,
and we
Yeah,
have
it's
about,
creativity
yes.
and writing.
It's amazing.
it's like he just said, God used him to unlock something in me. And we have around 30 songs right now that now we have to decide to only do 10 of them.
Yes, yes.
I'm struggling with that because they're all my babies. I love every one of them has something. It's a personal something for
Yeah.
me. And so it's all been a learning experience, and it's happened so fast.
Well, what would you tell somebody today? Maybe they have a gift or a talent that they themselves think, "I'm not good enough. It's not good enough." What would you tell them? How could you encourage
My
them?
personal belief would be find someone that you know is great and find someone, I'm talking about behind the scenes, that you know is honest,
Yes.
and ask them to give you an honest opinion. You don't need them to shine you up and tell you it's not good enough if it is. And take creative criticism, because in that criticism it can only sharpen you.
Yes.
Iron sharpens iron.
There it
I'm a
is.
pastor. Can you tell? I've already started preaching. And
Go with it. I like it.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
And so find someone better than you. And I definitely consider John better than me, and he's been such a help. He's been really
He's
helpful.
amazing. And also, it's that part of don't be afraid about being at the table with somebody greater than you.
Right.
Right? Don't be scared of that.
And
Right.
everyone
You're not in
that,
competition with him.
everyone
Exactly.
that knows me
Yes.
knows I'm full of questions.
Yes.
I'm seeing people in the background here right now that are watching this, that I have a little spiral notebook I carry with me all the time. People want to know why, because I can lose that as fast as I can lose a $50 day planner. So I take my 79 and I just write. I write my questions, and I will ask. I do not mind asking, and I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah.
I've been wrong so many times. I made a career out of it, but I've learned much more from my mistakes.
That's good.
And
That's good.
the other thing I would say is, at our age, don't look at me like that. Our girls were graduating college when this happened, and we thought that life was about to settle down.
Yeah.
And it went to a
Just ready to
whole
take
new
off.
level.
It's just a different direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we
We
look at it
still
a little
pastor,
different.
but
Yes.
yeah.
I've been preaching 42 years. I know I don't look old enough for that.
No, you don't.
But
Completely not
we've
at all.
been married 37 years next month.
Oh,
and
that's
been
beautiful.
pastoring 35 years.
Wow.
And we're not
What a
looking,
legacy.
Well, I appreciate that. But I guess we look at it differently than a lot of people. We're not looking to make a career out of this. This is something that enhances ministry.
Yes.
In fact, we have preached in more new pulpits in the last 18 months because of this music
Right.
than we had the previous 10 years.
It's an open door to go in and,
Right.
and share the
Yeah.
gospel.
And so now people are calling saying, we want you to come, but while you're here,
Yeah.
we want you to preach
Well, one
too.
thing
So we love that.
I need to add is the songs that he wrote, they come from his heart and experiences we've dealt with over the years. And they minister by themselves.
All by themselves.
They really do.
Yeah.
Every time, one of the songs on here, it's not been released because it's too long for radio, but it's called Bruises.
Yeah.
It really, everywhere we go, someone will come up and say, that really ministered to me. And that's what
'Cause we
we're
can
about.
relate
That's
to
what,
it, right?
exactly.
Everyone
Yes.
has an inner hurt.
Yes.
And Jesus said in Luke chapter 4, when he was talking about, came to preach the gospel to the poor, that the last line of that passage of scripture says he came to set at liberty them that are bruised. And a
Yeah.
bruise can be a prison.
Yes.
People that have been abused either verbally or physically or emotionally, however you want to say it. And everybody has an inner hurt they need to be healed of. And that's what that song's about. Every time we sing it, we see people start to wipe tears, and a lot of times we stop and have an altar call
Very good.
right at
Yeah.
that point.
That's excellent, because if God is moving in the room, we want them to respond to God.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right? He's at work, so
Right.
let's give them space to do that.
But
Right.
it's too long to put on radio. And 2 years ago, I didn't even know that there was a limit that you needed to observe to get a song on radio.
Is it too
I-
long for internet radio?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
a thing.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
God just keeps opening
I
doors.
first said this to that guy standing against the wall over there. I'm not playing dumb. It's for real. I don't know. It's not enough. And
But
so-
God is the one who's leading, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
the one leading. We just keep going through the doors that He opens.
That's
Right.
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 Wherever it is.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest questions we get is, what denomination are you? And we always say, whatever we need to be. And
I
we-
become all things to all men.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
just Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a follower of Christ.
Right.
I'm His disciple.
Exactly.
That's where we want to be,
So-
right?
so
We're
we-
out here to minister,
we go
to
wherever
set the
they
captives free.
Yeah, we
Yes.
go wherever they ask.
I love it.
I
I
was
love
told
it.
by an old preacher 42 years ago, go wherever they ask, and I've always done that, and God's always kept us busy.
He's always
Yeah.
been faithful too.
Absolutely.
He's faithful. in it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, gospel music fans, you can grab their merch. Do you have a website?
Yes, let me look right here. It's
We do.
Galloway, ANDCO, GallowayandCo.com.
.com. So you can find everything there. We're going to put the link in
Yeah.
this video for you so you can find them. Are y'all on social media?
Yes,
Yes.
Facebook is Galloway, and this time it's an ampersand, Galloway ampersand and Company,
Yes.
Company, and you can find us there, or you can just look me up, Murray Galloway, and I'll invite you to
There
that.
you go.
Galloway
There you go.
Company.
You want to connect with them. Their music is from the heart. It's from their experiences. 42 years of experience.
Yeah.
They're the real deal.